Welcome back to HLN. One of the two teachers accused of sexually abusing kids at a California school has been released after posting bond. He is out now. This man, Martin Bernard Springer, was a teacher at Miramonte Elementary in Los Angeles. He was arrested when two girls came forward and says that he touched them inappropriately in class back in 2009. He was charged with 3 counts of committing lewd acts. While today is the second day for school at Miramonte Elementary with an entire new staff. They cleaned. Again, that is the new principal. She says parents are welcome to come to their child's class as often as they want, an open-door policy. Former Penn State football coach Jerry Sandusky says he is feeling trapped by the conditions of his bail. Some of his neighbors don't want him to be allowed on his back porch even because it overlooks a playground. They're not comfortable, they say. And while he's on house arrest, he is not allowed to see his own grandchildren at all. Jerry Sandusky was in court today. He took the stand. He was hoping to have his bail agreement changed. No decisions yet today, though. His lawyers were also arguing over the jury that will be selected for his sexual abuse trial and where they should be selected from. HLN contributor Sarah Gannam's been on this story since the beginning. She was in court today. Sarah, great to talk to you. On that topic, let's talk about the jury first. Jerry Sandusky's attorney said the judge had some concern, saying if a jury was selected in that county of their choice, Jerry couldn't come back after the fact and says, hey, I didn't get a fair trial here.
That's right, and the judge was so concerned.
Talking about this.
It's not clear if maybe he was a little bit nervous.
Outside of the courtroom, and he spoke about it, he said, this is just how Jerry Sandusky is. That is his demeanor in facing all of this. Sarah, May 14th is the tentative date. Is that right for trial?
That's what
You're all over this story. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have received this just in. The last known Elizabeth Griffin Hall is her name. She says she never thought he would hurt his sons. Powell slammed the door, locked her out after the kids were inside. She told ABC News as she banged on the door, she heard Powell tell his boys he had a surprise for them. Griffin Hall called 911. Josh Powell blew up his home moments later. For the 2 young boys will be held tomorrow in Tacoma, Washington. Unfortunately, that event will have a lot going out outside of it. The boys are not forgotten, of course. It's about them and their lives. Whatever happens, this cannot turn into a spectacle, as I'm sure you would agree with these 2 groups. We're talking about your money. Maybe you're torn between whether you should spend the money on an iPad 2 or save some and get a Kindle instead. HLN's Clark Howard says price may be one thing, but how you intend to use that device could make a big difference. Just ahead, the White House's policy over birth control, it's been revamped. President Obama has announced a revamp of the birth control coverage rule. A lot of controversy surrounding this. At issue, whether religious institutions should provide birth control insurance coverage for their female employees.
Everyone.
Now, under a compromise plan, universities and hospitals with religious ties will not be forced to offer birth control coverage for their workers. Instead, women will be able to get birth control directly from their health insurance, and the insurance companies will be required to foot that bill, not religious organizations. Churches will have been exempt under the official rule. Many religious groups oppose any requirement, though, for birth control coverage. Girls' basketball team had an idea for It took about 5 hours, some crisis negotiators, and a SWAT team, but find a picture of an elite Marine unit posing with a flag symbol similar. Outrage is pouring in after a girls' basketball team was penalized for wearing pink jerseys. 6-year-old Reese Holloway was born without a hand, but that has not stopped this incredible little boy from succeeding in sports and inspiring everyone around him. Here is Dr. Sanjay Gupta with the human factor and Reese's story. Big leagues, right? How about this one? Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, she personally asked a friend to run for the House seat she left last month. How much would you pay for a cupcake? One bakery. The riveting true crime mysteries that you love to solve on HLN every weekend are now on Sunday nights as well. This weekend, it is Beloved and Betrayed, a special Valentine's edition coming up this Sunday. A wealthy businessman's daughter dies after coming down with a mysterious illness. The pesticides or intentional poisoning. Tune in this weekend. Beloved and Betrayed, a Valentine's weekend edition of Mysteries this Sunday at 7 p.m. A woman in Illinois can actually answer her text messages while she's sleeping. Her name is Candy Gay. She says she can have complete conversations at night and not remember a thing when she wakes up. And how about this? It's estimated that 70 million people do this. One sleep disorder specialist recommends putting your phone away when sleeping. That'll do it. A red velvet cupcake is one very sweet treat, but is it worth $55 grand? Erica Von Thiel of affiliate KYW tells us why this expensive cupcake may actually be a steal. Again, our thanks to Erica Teal of affiliate KYW. We are getting new information about